Day 10. Seems like the sort of day something important might happen on. Who knows?
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine!
He hasn't always worn a tux and been drinking champagne, has he?
Get ready for your 10th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Wow, look at you guys, making it into double digits. In honor of this milestone, I'm giving you access to the rec room and the leisure lounge on the 3rd floor.
Ooh, fun.
I'll tell you all about how they work in person. See you there!
Well, I mean, that's obviously not going to happen, but it'll probably be pretty self-explanatory. New facilities, huh? I doubt that in-person explanation is going to happen, though. I've only been here 10 days. It feels like a lot longer. We're really just getting started. If that's serious, there's a chance we could be here even longer than 100 days. No, I can't think like that. I have to believe I'll get through this and go home. Back to the Tokyo residential complex. Back to Karua.
Hey!
It'll all work out somehow. It always does, right? The morning announcement said the rec room and leisure lounges have been unlocked now. Maybe I should go check them out. Seems reasonable. Somehow doubt the unenlisted will be allowed to use them, but not my problem. Do I even know where these are? Did he say what floor they were on? That's the defense room door. And obviously it's gonna be one of the blocked off doors. The leisure lounge, okay. Leisure lounge. Oh, a pool. Doing some workout. It's nice, wow. This must be the leisure lounge. Looks like a nice place to relax. It's got a pool and everything. I like it. Huh? Not you, I'm talking about the room. Yeah, I figured that much. You wouldn't refer to me as it, would you? Would you? It's important to take time to rest and recover. Too much work can have a negative impact on your health. Huh, that's surprising. I guess even Hiriko likes to let her hair down every now and then. Wipe that expression off your face. You can look at me like that all you want. I'm not getting into the pool with you. What? What kind of expression did I have? I prefer to relax on my own. Please understand. That's fine with me. I feel like leisure time with Hiriko would just descend into an intensive training session anyway. Ooh, what? Who's got us? No. Okay. Gotta remember, they don't have the red cook look around thing like in Danganronpa. I mean, they got training machines over here. A lot of good training equipment here. Swimming in a pool after training sounds like pure bliss. Well, then you get the pool all sweaty, right? I'm shocked that this massive, like, screen is not viewable. Is it... I'm trying to remember which... Check guide, camera, transfer, map, menu. Let me check the guide. Oh, okay. Beach chair. And I think we can rest here after a swim. What is this, a resort? Yeah, they seem to be treating us well here. Oh. The rec room. Oh, hello, Deadpool. Welcome to the stream. So this is the rec room. Whoever built this place really did think of everything. Oh, thanks for the follow, Deadpool. We're only just getting started with this adventure. We're glad to have you on board. It's one of the most normal places I've seen here. To be honest, it's not hard to imagine a fancy academy having a room like this. Hey, Takumi, you're scoping out the rec room too, huh? I thought this would be a fun place to hang out for sure. To me, you're disappointed though. There's no edgelord manga or misery porn anime, hardcore arrow gaze, or anything. I'd be more worried if there was. Are we even going to be able to use some of this equipment now that Sarah's not here to tell us how it all works? Don't worry, he left behind some manuals and stuff. I was reading one right now. I'm not so great with all those big words or small ones or phonemic awareness. In general, I really don't get me started on my poor focus and lack of vocabulary. She's surprisingly thorough in her understanding of her shortcomings. Well, there's known knowns, known unknowns, and unknown knowns, and unknown unknowns. She's got known unknowns, which is a decent place to be. Well, Edo's intently scanning the pages of that book. I wonder if he's figured anything out. Is that one of the manuals? What's it say? It seems to be for that device over there. The massive... Oh, that. Yeah, the rest of it just kind of looks like a casino. That, though, is certainly a little out of place. What exactly is that? It doesn't look like any machine I've seen before. According to this, it's called a gift-o-matic. Is this our little gotcha machine? A gifto what now? Let me read you the introduction from the manual. True to its name, the gift-o-matic is used to manufacture presents, charitable donations, and other doodads. Step 1, select an item from the machine's extensive database. Step 2, insert the required materials. Step 3, the item you requested pops out, whole and complete. Take advantage of this miracle of modern engineering to express your gratitude and affection toward your comrades and strengthen your esprit de corps. That's about the size of it. A gift-making machine. Kind of a weird idea, isn't it? Perhaps, assuming it actually works as advertised, it's pretty impressive. I looked at the list of available items. It can make clothes, shoes, household goods, and even more complex stuff like auto parts and high-spec electronics. How about gory movies or games that are banned for being too extreme? And that seems unlikely. Yes, actually. Seriously, it really is extensive. Sounds like magic or alchemy, maybe. I wonder how it works. Then again, the Revive-O-Matic is just as much of a mystery, and that hasn't stopped us from using it. Yeah, I guess not. Do you think giving gifts would help to alleviate some of the tension around here? I don't know. The difference between the fighters and non-fighters are a little too deep-seated to resolve that easily. You're probably right. What a pity. Gift making has been unlocked. You can access it during your free time. Okay, I think I've looked at all the new rooms I have access to now. I will go back to my room and think about what to do next. I wonder if it takes up time to make a gift. A rec room and a leisure lounge. Honestly, I'm not sure how much chance we'll have to use them. What other kinds of rooms does the school have that we don't know about? When will we get to see them? Coins are only in the scavenger run so far? Oh, okay. Still have some free time today. What should I do next? The rec room has been unlocked. You can now make gifts. By giving characters their preferred gifts, your student activities will further boost your grades. Give your classmates different kinds of presents to find out what they like best. Okay. You'll need BP and materials to make gifts. In addition, you will need key items to make certain gifts. Key items can be obtained from treasure chest spaces and through progressing the story. Alright, let's take a look at the inventory there. It seems like there's maybe some sort of crafting system involved. Interesting. So let's go to the rec room, which is somewhere on this floor. That's the leisure lounge. Ooh, dartboard. Darts, huh? Eh, not right now. That looks like a slot machines you see in casinos. This is supposed to be a school, right? Ooh, okay. They've got a table tennis table here. Not that I'm in the mood for games right now. When are you in the mood for games? Come on. Let's look at the gift-o-matic. Okay, so we can make splatter movies. They cost some rocks and screws. I think we have an idea who might like that. Book cover. Okay, that takes textiles and plants. Glasses stand. Folk song compilation. Milk bottle lids. A pretty shell. Gold bar, promo campaign sticker, hamster plushie, simple toys. Rubik's Cube. Winner ice cream stick. Dear Sister gift box. Sturdy rubber balloons. Locked items. Why are they locked? There's this fashionable sick pouch, sewing kit, barbecue kit, festival stall kit, and fireworks set are locked. We do have the toolkit though. Festival goods. Detective merch. Fortune telling goods. Astronomical telescope. Planisphere. Bath salts. Towel. Silicone-free shampoo. A facial roller. Hand cream. Makeup brushes. Antipyretic medicine? Disinfectant spray. A scalpel. Medical tools. A survival knife. Crossbow. Reverse blades. What's reverse blade swords? Blades on backwards? What does that even mean? It doesn't cut, but it's a dangerous blunt weapon. Polishing powder. A replica infuser. A folding chair. A wok. Silverware. A briefcase. A ton of paper. Instead of 500 sheets of paper. A noose. Yeah, that's a great gift. Torture restraints? What the heck is this for? Ritual items? Dowsing rods? Party poppers? Earplugs? Could use some of these. Gold gas can. How many of these are there? Comb. Dumbbell. Dragon jacket. A yoga outfit. An ugly sweater. A wedding dress. That's a bit forward, just to giving random people from school. A tuxedo. Men's swimsuit. A women's swimsuit. A risque bikini. Risque briefs. Girls' underwear. Leopard print undies. Shiba dog plushie. A snake plushie. Replica fire extinguisher. Replica class armor. A calico cat figure. A mascot doll. A Kako mini standee. Acrylic standee made from a picture of Kako. Why was this registered in the Gift-O-Matic? A crystal ball. Hold on. If you've got a good arm, you could also try throwing it. I see what you did there. A skeleton. A doghouse. An anatomical model. An Iron Maiden. A tombstone. A fancy globe. A motorcycle model. A potted plant. A flower box. Dried flowers. A trash can. Small enough person could fit inside, eh? Wind chimes. A landscape picture. Tsuchinoko keychain. A dragon keychain. Dark glasses. Gutsy shades. Nose glasses. A tiger helmet. Driving gloves. Boxing gloves. A championship belt. A crown. Temporary tattoo. High heels. Earrings. A hairband. Ornamental flower. Girl-powered Oh, it's a magazine. Okay. A ball gag. A bomb collar. A microtransmitter. A massage gadget. A next-gen game console. Okay. A digital camera. A video camera. A film camera. An instant camera. An old-fashioned scooter. A limousine. A limousine? Like the vehicle? A radio telescope. An analytical machine. Noise-canceling headphones. An e-reader. A home projector. Rebel pudding. Chocolates. Enko snacks. Sweet snacks. Snack selection. Happy powder. Fast food. A B-tier feast. Limited edition noodles. Hold on, what was the flavor on these? Unique palette. Kako has like a very peculiar taste in food, right? Food stamps? Food stamps. Rare delicacies. Destructive seasoning. A curry spice set. Wine. Are we a bit young for that? Protein powder. A photo album. Basic journal. Graphic novel sets. Mystery novel sets. Cat photo book. A sexy magazine. A factory photo book. That's the thing? An occult magazine. Wrestling magazine. History of mankind. Five-star novel. Okay. Shonen manga greats. Not with everything. Oh, they're filters. What could the filters be? Keywords or categories? Okay. Gotcha. Alright, I mean, we should definitely get some stuff here, right? I'm thinking let's just grab some things that we know are like slam dunks. So like splatter movies, that's definitely a Darumi. It takes time. Okay, hold up. So we need to be actually really selective of what we get here. Interesting. And I think the noodles would go to Kako. I think if we want to give Darumi something, the next gen game console is probably the most, or one of the more impactful things. Like she talks out to like Aroga games all the time. So I think if anyone's the gamer here, it's her. So we get, and I mean, who would not want that? Who would like this? Okay, so giving is like part of this. Gotcha. So we give this to Darumi.
How do you know me so well? Have you been stalking me?
I mean, this one was kind of obvious. Creativity went to up by 20. Okay, so this seems almost more effective than just hanging out. Each character has their own preferred items. Gifting these will maximize the increase to your grades. You can check each character's preferred items in their report cards, and you'll be given hints as you do student activities. There is a first-time bonus for any gifts you make for the first time, so gather up those hints and make all the gifts you can. Okay. It's the afternoon. Do you want to do another one? Oh, no, hold on, wait. We only had access to our current, like, battle people, so... Okay. I'm curious, if we look at our report card here. Commander absorption. Oh, hold on. And then we... Okay, so we know she liked that. If we look at the map, though, I'm curious if that, like, boosted our... So still just one literature thing? And it seems to me, if we have the resources to craft items, that just seems like a better thing to do than hang out. So knowing that, we'll go this way. Let's get another one in. That's the war room. That's the infirmary. There we go. Hey, Takamaru. Let's not hang out. You can filter gifts by pressing E. Use the hints given during student activities to narrow down a character's preferred items using category and keyword filters. Okay. So I'm thinking next thing. I could give glasses stands too. Well, there's actually a lot of people who wear glasses, I think. And I'm thinking... a pretty obvious one for... And like these two we could probably give to like any man or woman, right? Respectively. That's worth keeping in mind. I wonder if there's probably multiple levels of like. Not a motorcycle model. We want to get... And Gutsy Shades. And that's like very similar to what Takamaru wears right now. So I think that would be a pretty safe bet. Yeah.
Are you sure I can have this? Hell, you just turned me into mush.
Good. 10 and 10, okay. Alright, productive day. We might need to go out on another scavenging expedition.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Today went by in a flash. I guess that's the other thing to consider, though. Because hanging out is like a free action. It takes time, but it doesn't take any resources. Whereas crafting stuff does take resources. So in a sense, while it only technically takes up one slot of time, it sort of takes up at least a partial slot of time for gathering. And especially when you consider that to gather resources, that takes a whole day. Now, granted, I do think we get enough resources to do like multiple in a given resource gathering, but still, worth considering. Today went by in a flash. One thing concerns me, though. I haven't seen anyone from the non-fighting group all day. I hope they're okay. I doubt Hiriko would stop with the cafeteria. She could have forbidden them from using the other facilities as well. What's her next move going to be? Will all this really motivate them to get on the battlefield with the rest of us? There's not much I can do for now. I'll just have to see how it goes. With nothing else to do, I got into bed, and within a few minutes I was fast asleep. Yeah, it seems to be Darumi's preferences.
Up and Atom troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 11th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy!
Does he really have to go on the same spiel every single morning? Like, it's kind of long-winded. Time to get up. Just as I was hoisting myself out of bed and getting to my feet, something interrupted the quiet morning atmosphere. Huh, someone's like somebody's here, but it's quiet. Too quiet. Something doesn't feel right. Quiet morning, that's fine. I took a few hesitant steps toward the door, then took a deep breath and opened it only to find... Oh, hey, Darumi. Looking very focused. Darumi, is something wrong? Oh, Takumi, you sweet summer child, you. You haven't noticed. I'm exhausted. I can't take it anymore. So hey, you want to come dine with me? Not particularly. Huh? Once we're dead, the pain will be gone. We'll finally have peace. Come on, it only hurt it for a second.
Let's just die. Die, 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 die,
Have you thought this through entirely? What? Hey, hold on a minute. Kidding, man. You should have seen your face. You've been derumied, bruh. Okay, what do you actually want? Oh, that's a totally had you, didn't I? I thought a nice joke first thing would help cheer you up. That was hardly what I'd call a nice joke.
Hey!
What are you doing here anyway? I'm on a mission from our glorious leader. She told me to get all the non-fighters together in the cafeteria. Well, do I look like a non-fighter to you? Really? Hiroko's letting them back in? Yeah, to be honest though, it's kind of a drag. Think you can help me out? Misery loves company, right? Didn't Confucius say that once? I'm pretty sure that's not a Confucius quote. You've got a weird way of asking for help, but I guess I can give you a hand. Gracias, muchacho. Now I won't have to go through with my contingency plan. Oh well, there's always next time. Tell Gaku and Tsubasa what's up, alright? Okay, thanks, bye. Darumi waved goodbye with a cheery smile, completely at odds with the creepy stuff she'd just been saying. I just have to tell Gaku and Tsubasa to come to the cafeteria, right? That should be easy enough. I better get going. And those are two of the more sufferable non-fighters. Start with Tsubasa. This is Tsubasa's room. After checking the nameplate to make sure, I rang the bell by the side of the door. After a while, the door opened with a clatter. Takumi, what is that? I'm on messenger duty. Hiroko wants us to all meet up in the cafeteria. All of us, even the non-fighters? Yesterday, she told us we weren't allowed to leave our rooms. Has she taken that back? Hiroko said that? She really has been cracking the whip. Who knows? Maybe she wants to apologize. She has been pretty harsh on you guys lately. Come on, you don't believe that. This is Hiroko we're talking about. Yeah, I know. Just so you know, no matter what she does to us, I'm not joining the fight. I can't. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't. That kind of stuff just... It isn't possible for me. Still looking like she might burst into tears at any moment, Tsubasa slunk off in the direction of the cafeteria. Yeah, she does have the kind of physiological reaction to gore and combat and stuff, so... That'll be tough to get over, but... Like, of everyone, she probably has the best excuse to not fight, given the whole, like, I know you're risking your lives, but also we've got a resurrection machine. Like, come on, guys. Quit being wimps. This is Gaku's room. After checking the nameplate to make sure, I rang the bell by the side of the door. After a while, the door slowly opened. Oh, it's just you. What you want? Hiriko said she wants everyone to meet in the cafeteria. For real? Us too? What's she want this time? I just know something good. This girl's got it in for me. It's not just her either. And all of you think us non-fighters are nothing but dead weight. I mean, I'm not trying to phrase it exactly like that. But... no, not really. I said this before, but you guys are the weird ones, you know that? I get people don't just go from living normal lives to fighting monsters without a second thought. I get what you mean, but... fine, Hiriko wants us in the cafeteria, I'll go. If I don't, it'll only get worse for me, right? Man, oh man, what rotten luck. After several dramatic groans, Gaku slunk off in the direction of the cafeteria. Where are the weird ones fighting? Don't go thinking, I don't know that. I'm not doing this because I enjoy it. Alright, I've done what Darumi asked me to. I should head to the cafeteria with the rest of them. Why is Hiriko getting us all together, though? I can't imagine I'm going to like what happens next. We could have tryouts. I don't know. Well, we don't really need... we need everyone just to join up. Get drafted. Alright, come on. Quit being... oh, wait. People. What are you two doing? In the hallway. Miss Shuzuhara wants to see us in the cafeteria, yes? Miss Amiya told us already. Whatever she might have to say, it won't change our position. My dear sister and I don't mind starving if we have to. So you would starve your dear sister. I thought, whatever happened to, like, avoiding all suffering for her? Like, starving is pretty bad suffering, I would think. But... don't worry, dear sister. Or sister dearest, rather. We won't have to go hungry for long. I've got it all planned out. Just let me handle everything. Right. Okay. Good girl. Now let us go to the cafeteria and see what happens. Anyone else in support of Kako? Emancipation. She's being held back. Hima's got it all planned out, huh? I'd like the sound of that. This way's faster, right? No, it's not. What was I thinking? Well, everyone's here. Alright, everyone's here. I guess now we'll find out what this emergency meeting is all about. What is Hiriko up to this time? Hey, can we have something to eat before we start? I'm so hungry. I'm getting stomach cramps. Of course, I wouldn't want you to think I'm totally heartless. Here's some disposable chopsticks I found in the trash. Feel free to grill them or have them raw if you prefer. You are totally heartless. Hiriko, please, give them some real food. I can't bear to see them like this. Very well, help yourself to dry bread. 1 per person. Just 1 slice each? We may have surplus food supplies in the refrigerator, but that doesn't mean they're unlimited. We need to use our resources wisely. Wasting them on freeloaders would be the same as throwing them away. Freeloaders? Come on. That's fair. I've always been a useless freeloader. Even the air I breathe could probably be used more productively somewhere else. Let's move on. You're probably wondering why I summoned you here today. Are you? I don't know you. Not very talkative. Our cast of characters is a little too big, don't you think? Maybe we should make some cuts? Don't scare them, Darumi. Alright, what do you got to say? There's a lot of food in this fridge. So why did you ask us to come here? Gaku, Tsubasa, Ima, Kako, and Shoma, the non-fighters as we've been calling you, I have decided you're going to leave this school. Huh? What do you mean, Lee? You're kicking us out? Kicking you out? What a delightful turn of phrase. Yes, I'm kicking you out, and if you won't leave of your own accord, I will make you. That's all I have to say. Why don't you get going and save us all a lot of trouble? What? Right now? Haruka, have you lost your mind? Why would you do that to our friends? Why do you think we've been brought here for one purpose, and one purpose only? To fight. Anyone who can't or won't do that has no place here, so why not get rid of them? And she has a point, right? If you look at, like, medieval warfare, as an example, specifically siege warfare, one of the big... Because you historically don't typically win sieges by, like, bringing the walls down, or storming the walls or something, or climbing up with your ladders and siege. Usually it's you starve the city out. And so what has actually sometimes historically been done as a tactic is, like, you try to have the defenders have as much just kind of civilian population in the city as you can, right? So you kind of terrorize the local countryside. Everyone flees to the local, like, castle for defense. Then you go start the siege, and now the fact that there's more empty mouths to feed in the fort you're sieging makes it so that it will fall sooner because they run out of supplies quicker. And so yeah, I mean, if we have a bunch of, like, not to be a harsh guy or anything, but this is kind of a war combat situation. I'm not sure how limited our resources are, but if we're gonna maybe be here for over 100 days since we've lost the head of our command structure, like, we really can't afford to just be looking around people who aren't contributing to the defense effort. If the invaders get distracted by hunting them down in the ruins outside, at least they'll be serving a purpose. Not to mention, I do assume this is likely a leverage play, right? It's always important when someone's making, like, a demand that seems unreasonable on the face of it. Oftentimes it's a leverage play. The big ask, as it's called. The door in face leverage play. Alright, so I'm imagining her actual goal here is not to kick them out. Her goal is to just ramp up the pressure until they cave. So, that I can certainly get behind. What? As decoys? Try to stay alive as long as you can. The less time the invaders spend on the school, the better. You can't just use us like that. You should be grateful I'm giving you a chance to make yourselves useful. Even then, I doubt I'd make much of a difference. I'll just get stepped on like the cockroach I am. And that'll be the end of it. Haruka, are you for real right now? I can't go through with this. It's going too far. Don't waste my time with meaningless objections. I'm leading the school now, and what I say goes. Don't think, don't argue, just obey my orders. And that's going a bit far. But it's so extreme. Can you go a little easier on us? You really don't understand the position you're in, do you? Let me ask you a question. Why should we be expected to fight to protect you when you do nothing in return? Well, you see, now no excuses. Pack up whatever personal belongings you have and leave. Seriously, right now. If such a simple task is beyond you, I don't mind helping you along. I'll make you leave by force if necessary. Wait, Haruka, please. This is all too sudden. Can't you give them some more time? Time for what? Well, if you spring this on them out of the blue, the lesson won't really sink in, you know? All right, you've got 5 days. Huh? 5 days. You've got until day 16 to make your choice. Fight alongside us, or leave forever. Just 5 days? And you've already had 11, to be fair. If you do decide to fight, I'll give you a little test on that day instead. I wouldn't want you telling me what I want to hear and going back on it later. What kind of test? You'll find out when the time comes. I think that covers everything. As for the rest of you, remember to stay on guard in case there's an attack today. With her customary brusque attitude, Haruko said all she had to say and left without another word. This is just too cruel. We're supposed to be comrades, friends. Friends, yeah, right. I bet you can't wait to get rid of us. That's not true. If we all work together, I'm sure we can get Haruko to change her mind. Come on, man. You really think she's gonna back down now? We still have to try. Just let it go, okay? If we're getting kicked out, we're getting kicked out. Nothing we can do about it. Makes no difference if it's now in 5 days. Still better than being forced to fight. And you're still gonna be forced to fight. To be clear, if you get kicked out. It's just going to be by just practicality and the fact that you're in the wilds with monsters that want to kill you instead of from military hierarchy. Are you sure about that? I mean, once you get outside the school grounds... I know, sheesh. It's bad enough that we're gonna die out there. I don't need you reminding me. Whatever, I'm done. This school, this war, this saving humanity thing, I can go to hell for all I care. Your life's just in one long string of rotten luck. Why does bad stuff always happen to me? You better end up as a billionaire or something in my next life after everything I've been through. I deserve to catch a break. Still raving to himself, Gaku stomped away, just as unwilling to hear us out as Haruko had been. He sure is freaking out, huh? I think I know how he feels. Not that I'm putting Gaku in the same category as a sniveling worm like me. But I get what it's like to be so totally unsuited for combat that you can't even imagine having to fight for your own survival. In our peaceful modern-day society, it was too competitive for me. How am I supposed to cope on the front lines of an actual war? Don't talk like that. You can't just give up. I wouldn't call it giving up. I'm just recognizing my limits. Too useless to live, too cowardly to die. It's a miracle I even made it this far in life. Well, not so much a miracle as an unfortunate oversight. It's simply nature's way of correcting it. Shoma gave a formal bow and left, making as little noise as possible. Shoma. You get where Haruko's coming from, you know. It's not fair for us to hang back and let you all do all the fighting. Doing anything else is really out of the question for me. Seriously, it's just not gonna happen. Tsubasa. I think I must have been sent here by mistake or something. It's probably only a matter of time before I get kicked out anyway. That's the same as saying you don't care if you die out there, you know that? Yeah, but at least then it'll all be over. At least then I won't have to deal with all these confusing feelings anymore. I could see tears welling up in Tsubasa's eyes. Before I could say anything to comfort her, she was gone too. We sure do have a lot of Debbie Downers here, don't we? Given the circumstance, I guess that's only natural. You used to be one of us, Mr. Atsuki. Why'd you have to betray us and join the Battle Freaks? I don't think I betrayed you exactly. What should we do, brother dearest? Don't worry about a thing, sister dearest. I have a foolproof plan. You do? Yes, but I'm afraid I can't say any more than that. The element of surprise is a big part of it. You better not be planning a mutiny or something. Fine, keep your secrets. You know there's still time to change your mind, right? I don't think so. Even if we do get thrown out of here, that hellish wasteland will be a paradise, so long as I'm with my dear sister. As such, there's nothing more to discuss. We'll be going back to our rooms now. Be sure to fight with all your might to protect us from the invaders. Kako, stand up for yourself. I know you want to fight. I see it in your eyes. Come on. You can't just let your brother make all decisions for you for your whole life. The Tsukumo twins left the cafeteria arm in arm, each wearing a different expression, like a pair of sock and buskin masks. Damn, ain't a single one of them willing to fight. Not even to save their own skins.
Hey!
I don't think Kiriko is bluffing either. If they don't come around, she really will force them to leave. You've got 5 days. Isn't there anything we can do? Use that extension pretty easily, don't you think? Now that you mention it, Takumi barely had to say anything to get her to go along with it. Maybe she was expecting us to plead on their behalf. This could be another part of her plan. Yeah, it makes sense. Negotiating tactic, right? But she doesn't want to be seen as the one who's soft, so she lets someone else press for it. It's actually kind of clever. Oh. I think Kiriko wants us to use these 5 days to convince the others to join the fight. So that's why she agreed to it right after I stepped in. She's planned to give us that time all along? I'll just dance into her tune, huh? Man, that pisses me off. I don't like it either, but if we want to save everyone, this is the only way. Okay, but how's that gonna work exactly? None of them seemed like they were gonna budge on this. Yeah, I wonder why they're so dead set against fighting. I can only imagine it must be for personal reasons. In that case, we'll need to get them to share what those are before we can even begin to convince them. But how? Don't seem like they're willing to spill the beans. You're right, we need to get them to open up to us first. I have an idea. Why don't we sneak them some food? Food? Yeah, I'm sure they're all starving. If we can fill their bellies, there's a chance we can get them to open up to us a little. Tempt them with some bait, huh? Sounds like a plan. At least it's simple. So we gain their trust with food, and then try to convince them to fight. Want to come in? Well, yeah, but we're doing this for like a good reason. To draft them to war against their will, as opposed to trying to get someone to kill someone else. Sounds like a major hassle. Alright, who do we get to do this? In response, all in the room turned toward me. Hey, wait a minute, I know I'm the protagonist, but you guys shouldn't know that in universe. I should have seen this coming. Alright, I'll do it. Sorry, but you heard Ema. They already consider me a traitor. Probably wouldn't get anywhere with them. All this subtlety and planning crap ain't really my thing. And you just know, Jerome, we'd only make it worse. Yeah, I didn't even have to come up with my own excuse. Well, we'll still help you any way we can, of course. Yeah, you can count on us. Not like we got anything better to do. Heck, I'd only reverse your social links with us if you tried to do it all yourself at this point. Or it'd only reverse your social links. Thanks, guys. We got 5 days. Let's make the most of them. So it's up to me to convince the non-fighters to start fighting. I'll work something out. I have to keep believing that. After taking a moment to outline our goals going forward, Aito, Takamaru, Darumi, and I went back to our rooms.